back to my channel. This is Alex from Alex's Innovations, and today we are going to do a moderate with me. So I'm going to be moderating on braceletbook.com, which is a website that users can go to submit photos and patterns of friendship bracelets, as well as videos, and they can interact with other users and moderators on the site. I am a moderator, which means that it is my responsibility to make sure that Bracelet Book is a safe and happy place and that everyone's having a good time there. So part of my job includes looking through patterns and photos and comments and forum posts that people submit, and just to make sure that everything's going okay. And a lot of you guys have liked my previous 3 videos on this, which I have linked in the description of this video, so go check those out if you want some more moderating content. But for now, let's get to it. Alright, so today I'm going to be starting in photos, and that's because in previous videos I've done a lot of patterns, but I don't typically do photos that much, and people seem to really like it. So I'm just going to go through all of these photos. Now you can see the username up here. This is the pattern for the photo that they're submitting, and this is the photo. This is actually by one of our moderators. They're really awesome, and they make a lot of really fun patterns. So this is them, and at the bottom it will say that they already added a photo, and so we're not supposed to accept photos of the same bracelet, but users are more than willing and more than welcome to submit more than one photo of different bracelets for the same pattern. So I'm going to accept that because that is wonderful work on their part. The only downside to this is that photos can sometimes take a really long time to load, so that's why moderating photos can be a little bit slower, especially for live stream. So I guess with the magic of video editing, I will have to be the one that waits a while, and you guys can just go straight right away into the next pattern. Alright, this moderator, and I don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm so sorry, but I love your work. They've been submitting a lot of photos recently because that's what's coming up. Also, I love their manicure. I know that's not part of the bracelet photo accepting process, but I do love it. I'm also really tired when I'm filming this. It's about 9:30 on a Monday night. We had one day of spring break for my college because they spread out the days of spring break, and so during that 3-day weekend I went to visit my family in upstate New York from Baltimore. So I just finished a 6-hour train ride and I'm like absolutely exhausted, but it's Monday night and this video is supposed to go out on Wednesday, and I haven't filmed yet, and I do want to film because I did skip a video 2 weeks ago due to my own mental health, and I don't want to skip too often. So I guess we're filming this now. Plus, talking about this gives me a chance to be less tired, I guess. So this photo is super cute. It looks like the user used a little bit of sparkly thread for the wave part, which I really like, and it's submitted to the right pattern. And when I'm moderating photos, I mostly just look to make sure that the photo is good quality so that the bracelet is not blurry, the background doesn't make it hard to see the bracelet, and that the bracelet is submitted to the right pattern. And if all those are good, then it's pretty much good to go, so I can submit it. Alright, I'm just going to switch to videos now because videos tend to go a little bit quicker just because there's not a lot of them, and as you can see here, there are only 2 videos to review. Looking at the thumbnail, they're working on the same bracelet the whole way. So, looks good to me, so I'm going to accept it. And also, if you're wondering, when moderators submit photos, patterns, videos, or anything else to the website, we can't accept our own items, so someone else has to accept it. Like, I make a lot of videos and I submit all of my videos to the site if they have a pattern that corresponds with them, and I can't go in and accept my own videos because that's not really how it works. So for all of you wondering, that's how moderating works. And this one, I love this pattern. This is so cute. So I'm just going to watch again and make sure that this video corresponds to the pattern that they're submitting it to. So. Alright, it looks good to me, so I'm going to accept it, and then there are no more videos, but that's fine. Alright, let's look in the comments. Okay, we have a user saying gross no, and I assume that this is going to be a not so great comment section because I recognize this user. They were cursing in the chat yesterday. Okay, they're responding to Mies. Here I have to do some detective work. It can be a little exhausting, but Mies, where is Mies? Okay, Mies's comment is not here, which implies that another moderator deleted their comment, which means that I'm going to have to delete this user's comment because something funky happened here. But mostly positive comments, like good job, like this looks nice, thank you. I can accept that pretty much. It's not that bad. Yeah, usually it's really nice and pretty quick to go through the comments, and as you can see up here, there are 179 comments to go through. So sometimes this can be exhausting, but they don't take as long to load as the photos, so it's not that big of a deal. Alright, I'm gonna switch over to the forum now. The forum is like comments, but they are not based on a pattern. So it's like if any of you have been on Reddit before, it's like, this would be like the bracelet book subreddit. So this is, all of the forums are related to bracelets or from users who like to make bracelets, and then within those they have forum posts. So you can see the thread is in the community thread, so there are like 7 or 8 different threads, like community, making bracelets, website snafus, and then the topic is basically what users can add, and then other people can post on them. So these are similar to the comments, and just I'm making sure that all of the forum posts are relevant, and they're not spam or a scam. Alright, and I'm going to switch back to patterns now because there are a lot of patterns. There are 400 patterns and variations to be reviewed, so that's a lot, so I'm going to be looking at those. And first we have this adorable butterfly pattern. I think this is meant to be made as 2 separate bracelets, and they're just separated by this thin gray line. And so this user has added a variation in the colors yellow and orange, so that looks really pretty. And also, if any of you watching are wondering the pattern numbers, you can see the pattern numbers here. Like, this pattern already exists as this number, but it can be added as its variation. In terms of the new patterns that like aren't variations, it might be a little hard to find them from the video, because if they're in the moderating, if they haven't been accepted yet, they haven't been assigned a pattern number. But I'm sure if you go to like the recent patterns, you'll be able to find it. Alright, this one is being added as a variation. It's really cute. The color combination is similar to these ones in that they all have black and white, but this one has significantly different colors, so I'm just accepting that. And in this patterns section, it's less an issue, like moderating is less an issue of weeding out any mean comments, and it's more just making sure that people aren't submitting the first thing that comes to their mind, just so we don't kind of clog up the website with, I don't know, junk. I'm not saying your patterns are junk, but if you change one color to like 1/100th of a shade darker and then submit it, that is not going to be significantly different. So this pattern is really cute. This person has submitted a variation, but the thing is all of the colors that they've chosen other than white are really similar, so I'm going to decline that just because it's kind of hard for users to determine what color goes where when they're making it. This pattern looks like it's for Ramadan. I can see Muslim, Islam, lanterns, so I'm not sure exactly what this thing is, so I'm going to Google it. I see Rosa. I apologize so much if I'm mispronouncing these. I'm not Muslim. The only reason why I'm Googling it is because there was like a pixel. It looked like there's a pixel out of place at the top. Okay, so it looks like something like that. So yeah, it looks good to me, so I'm going to accept it. Alright, this pattern is really cute. I love these color combinations again. I really like moderating the variations because you can see all the cool color combinations that everyone comes up with. And just the patterns that have a lot of variations, it's important to check and make sure that someone else hasn't already made up a similar color combination, and I'm just looking right now and no one has, so looks good to me. Okay, this one already has a note from a previous moderator. So the moderator was saying, could you please make the amount of background pixels equal on all sides around your pattern? And so I'm looking and just making sure there is 1 pixel here, 1 pixel here, 1 pixel here, and 1 pixel here. So they are good. Alright, next is a color variation for this pattern, and this pattern is so cute, but this person has used like a straight black, and we don't really like to accept patterns with like dark black because it can be really hard to see it in the grid. So I'm just going to add a note saying to please make it clearly visible, and also sometimes they can use those color numbers as a substitute for black. Ooh, this one is a rainbow kitty cat pattern, and this person has added a turquoise colored gradient, which is really cool. This has not been done before, so I'll add that. This pattern is so cool, but it looks like a nightmare to try and not, because look at the number of color changes here. Wow, and so many colors. There's a lot of colors to keep track of. Wow. Alright, next is a completely new pattern that is being submitted, and it looks really nice. Just the pattern preview, and I'm just checking to make sure that all of the knots, like all of the knots are going the right way, they're symmetrical, just to make sure nothing funky is going on, and it looks good to me, so I'm going to submit it. Alright, next is it looks like what's a Christmas Among Us pattern. Right now it's March, it's end of March, so it's a little late for that, but still it doesn't mean I can't accept the pattern, so I'm It looks good. The Among Us character is the same color as the one up here, but the background color is different, which means that it is good to go. Alright, and then there's this pattern that has 3 colors. They're very contrasting colors, but the pattern looks great, and so I'm going to accept it. And I think that's going to be it for today. It is very late and I'm pretty tired. If you want to see more videos like this, again, please check out the links in my description. I made 3 other moderating videos to date. This will be number 4. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to check out my other platforms, feel free to follow me on Instagram and check out my Etsy shop to support my small business. And like, comment, and subscribe to keep the bracelets coming. So thanks for watching and hope to see you next time. Bye!